Hey guys, Kevin here. As you can see, I've got my new LG television in the background, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about their WebOS operating system. The television I've got is this one here, the 55SG81. The remote that comes with it is this, and this remote's really good. It's got like a, what they call a magic mouse, I think they call it. And you can see that once you move it, it's like a little red cursor. You can actually change that to like a little penguin or something if you want. Now, what you can do is if you push the home button, you see all the different apps. There's an option to add like my channels and things like that, but I can't use that because I don't have an aerial attached. I never use like terrestrial television. There's apps in that there. I'll need to remove some of these. These are all the ones that are built in. The ones I'll be using: Netflix, Amazon and YouTube. I might just remove these from the menu just so that they're not there annoying me, but they are there. The actual store, these are all the ones that I added. I added the fire and an aquarium as well. Don't ask me why, I just saw it and I downloaded it. I think you've got about half a gig of memory in this particular TV for downloading apps and things like that, which is probably more than enough for most people. I'll mute that. You don't want to listen to that. So the WebOS thing works really good. You can see here going up settings, and I can change everything here: picture, standard, eco, cinema. There's like HDR modes. There's like a vivid mode, sports, game, HDR effect. And there's vivid. Change the aspect ratio. Change the surround. Don't know why that mutes things there, annoying me. Change the audio, you know, if you're using a soundbar or something like that, the security, and down here you can go to all settings. And just the overall feel of it is really good. It's really quick. Now you can get, LG does have some of their TVs that don't have this pointer, they don't have the magic mouse, and it's just like up and down. You can navigate things like that, but I will say this really does save time. It really does make a difference. And I realised that quickly. Excuse me, I realised that quickly whilst I was in the shop and I was playing around with that. And I do encourage you to do the same. If you go into a television store, take the remote and mess around with it and see what you think about it. I like how all the remotes as well have, if I can zoom in here, it's focusing on the television. It's got Netflix and Amazon. If this had YouTube somewhere there too, it would be perfect. But I can't complain. So you'll see lots of settings in there. You can change everything. But if I go back to the home and I'll go to here, in fact I'll jump, you'll see all these ones are here as well. TV guide, web browser, things like that. The web browser actually works pretty well. Did I click on web browser there? Yeah, I did. So you can see here, these are just the default ones because I don't see myself using it. I do have a phone, I do have a laptop, but I guess it is good that it is there. So we don't need any of this. So I'll go to the store and you'll see, where we go, LG Content Store. And this is the store. What I will say is when you set this up initially, make sure you've got the time setting and the date and all that set correctly. If you don't, it will just say that the content is unavailable. You need to set the time correctly and you need to set the region correctly so that you get it, you know, everything pops up correctly. Now movies, you can search for things here. You can see that all seems to be that Rakuten TV. I don't know if there's any other ones that you can integrate, but there's a search feature there as well, and there's actually voice activation. If I can talk, voice activation. So you can see there, please speak now. Fargo. No, that's not doing it right. Fargo. There we go. It understood the Scottish accent, and you can see it's found Fargo on Netflix. I've still not logged in it yet. I've got it on my Sky, my PlayStation just now. So that's went to HDMI. There's nothing in HDMI just now because that's my PlayStation. LG Content. Right, so you'll see in here apps and games. That was my page, and you'll see all the different apps that they recommend. I've downloaded a few just to try them out. YouTube, Google Play, Free Play, BBC Sport, Plex is there. There's another IPTV. There's games. You can see I tried the aquarium. There's a lot of things that you won't be interested in. Maybe the games will be interesting to kids. WWE, the UFC app is there as well. But there it's there. So those are just the hot ones, but you can go to all and you'll see them all there. Now, entertainment is where most people would go to, I suspect, because of like TV apps. And this will obviously change, you know, depending on what region you're in. It will show you different apps. I'm in the UK, which is why I'm seeing these ones. So there's a lot of different apps there, and it's certainly enough to keep most people happy. I think most people would be happy with what they've got here. There's Major League Baseball, Netflix, Opera TV, Plex is really useful. So there's a lot of things there, so it's pretty good. But overall, I would say that you know, the main thing here with is the OS, and you can see that you can use the colours and the remote as well to navigate. Yeah, so I mean, I've been using Amazon. I've used Amazon on the Fire Stick. I've used it on my PS4, and I would say that this controller and this operating system is actually the quickest and best experience that I've had so far. Obviously, in a few years' time, you know, there'll be another streaming stick, or there'll be another, you know, the PlayStation Pro. There might be something out there that gives you a faster experience, but right now I would say this is the fastest experience I've had so far. So yeah, overall it's really good, and I really, you know, I use the home button most of the time, and then I just navigate to where I want to go. You can remove these if you just hold on to them. You can remove what you don't want. You know, I don't know, like say you don't want the user guide. I think you hold it in, edit mode. You can move it around. I don't know if those ones can be removed actually. You can remove these ones and you can delete them. So see, there's like a little X there. So there's an X there, so I can remove it. Yes, delete iPlayer. Okay, so you can see that's deleted. So you can control it, and you can move them about to whatever position you want. As I said, Netflix, Amazon, YouTube is what I like, which is why I've got them at the top. But yeah, that's it. So every television company has got their own version of. Sorry, the light's bad in here, isn't it? Every television company has got their own version of the smart operating system. My parents have got Hisense. My friend's got Sony. They've got, which uses Android. Samsung's one's pretty good. I don't know if I'm not going to say this one is the best one out there because I haven't tried them all, but I would say that it is pretty good. I like it. It's really quick with that magic mouse with a little pointer. There's enough apps to keep, I would say, most people happy. And anything beyond that, well, you can, you know, download an Android box, or buy an Android box or a streaming box, or Apple TV, Fire TV. All these things can be used as well. But I would say that the OS is quick. It seems fairly efficient. There's lots of settings, and you know, the remote control. I was talking today with one of the subscribers, and he was saying that his Philips TV's got lots and lots of buttons. This one is fairly simple. The remote control is fairly simple, and I think that's the same with the operating system as well. Once you see how this works, you'll see that it's very easy to navigate, and there's nothing too complicated. So I think they've done well. They've not made it too simple, but you know, it's got everything you want. It's very quick to change between sources, which is what I wanted. Very easy to install new apps, very quick. And overall, I think LG have done a good job. Whether this will be the case in a few years' time, I don't know, because obviously, you know, these things progress over time. New things come out. They'll maybe come out with a new operating system in a few years' time. Maybe there'll be a new streaming box that, you know, makes this look slow. But right now, I'm very happy with it, and I think most people would be. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope I've given you some sort of idea as to what LG WebOS is like. I think this is on every single one of the televisions now. I think so. Maybe not some of the older ones, but this is their main OS now, and in my opinion, it's pretty good. So I'm quite happy with it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care.